station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
And we're back on Chop Shop Radio, way back Wednesdays. I'm your host, Jay West. Right now, I got a very funny man out of H-Town, been killing them, just ripped the stage here, laugh out loud. Man, it's a pleasure and honor to have Mr. Ali right here on the Chop Shop with me, man. How you doing, man?
Oh man, I'm good, man. I'm you know, just me, just happy all the time.
That's what it is. That's what it is. How you feel about the set, man? You just did.
Oh man, you know, it was all right. You know, just going through stuff. You know, I gotta stand and know, but you know, it could always be better.
That's right. Always working on it. Always working.
It could always be better.
I feel you. Now you from Houston, right?
Yeah, I live in Houston.
Okay, is that originally home base? Or?
Nah, not the original home base, but that's what I represent. I represent Houston. I'm one of the comics out of Houston, so that's why I started doing stand-up, so everybody know me from Houston.
Okay, okay. And being, you travel around, you do a lot of comedy, you on the road. What's your favorite city to be in?
All the ones that's paying. favorite spot, man. Could have to be Houston, man. When I'm at the crib and I'm doing the show, it's always good. But outside of Houston, maybe Virginia.
Virginia, you like Virginia?
I like VA. I love Miami.
Okay, okay.
New York is always wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
And DC, I like DC.
That's the home team right there. That's where I'm from.
Are you from DC?
Yeah, I'm from DC originally. Shouts out to Earthquake. So
Quake, that's my man.
Yeah, he actually gave me my break in comedy, man.
Word,
so
man,
yeah.
that's Quake, man. Me and Quake go way back, man. First time I ever was on stage, Quake was there.
Yeah?
So that's 13 years.
Oh, okay. So you've been doing it for a minute.
Yeah, 13 years.
That's what's up. Now, as a comedian, who are some of your favorite comedians?
My favorites, you know, DL, my girl Dominique.
That's Dominique.
That's DC again. JJ from Mississippi.
Yeah. Used to be Lil JJ.
Right? No. That's he from Arkansas. Lil JJ came out way after the original JJ, which is he out with Sid. JJ, his name is Jeremiah Williams.
Okay.
But everybody called him JJ. Now he uses his real name because Lil JJ came out. People was confused him. He's a beast. He's a phenomenal comic. JJ, Malik S.
Okay.
Sidney Castillo. Marcus Wiley. It's a lot of cats out here, man, that I'm fond of, man. Chappelle. You know, everybody says the normal Richard and all them. Everybody know them, but
yeah,
man, you got cats out here like Des White and that's hilarious, and you got, man, it's a lot of cats out
Rodney
here, man.
Bingham, he out of Houston.
Yeah, Rodney Bingham, he not one of my favorites, but he out of Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Who else, man? It's so many cats, man, from different places, man. Alex Scott, that's another. That's DC.
I'm familiar with most of those cats.
Yeah, it's a lot of cats.
With Dominique
man.
and Alex and them, yeah. So that's what's happening, man. And you say you've been in the game for a minute now, right?
Yeah, 13 years.
13 years. What first drew you to comedy? Everybody, you know, started some. What was the inspiration for you to even just get up on the stage and do your thing?
I've been like this since I was about 10. I've been wanting to do stand-up since I was 10.
Okay.
That's it. Just, you know, performing for the family and all of that. You know, you got to get up. And your mom make you get up.
The family reunion.
Yeah, you know, every family function. Yeah, get up and say something.
Ali, do what you did the other day, boy.
So, you know, that's just been that type of thing, and just trying to be now, you know, as constantly going through comedy. You know, I'm a lot different from when I first started to now. A little more conscious of what I say on stage and the what I'm trying to portray, what I'm trying to put out there. You know, because a lot of things that we say as comics impact people, and people remember. Definitely. You know, people remember these things, and they'll start saying them. So
laughter's powerful.
You know, so you got to be kind of mindful now. You know, and it's something that you develop, you know, over time. Because I know I used to be young and wild, and just do whatever on stage. Now it has a little more tact to it.
Right.
You know?
Right. And now you say 13 years. I usually ask this question. Anybody that's been in the game 10 years or more. How do you see comedy for urban comics, the changes now versus 13 years ago when you first started? Do you see us making an impact more, or what do you see the differences are, both positive and negative?
Negative first is the fact that a lot of African American comics are not thinking outside the box.
Okay.
They are holding themselves within this one little circle, and it's just all the same. It's becoming redundant. You hearing the same things.
Right.
And the impact is
Same subject matter.
Same subject matter. No, it's not even the same subject matter. It's so many subjects out there, but you coming with a premise like me. You coming with the same type of groove. You're not even
I see what you're saying.
thinking outside of, okay, if you heard, like, I don't know if you know, and everybody should know him. His name is Rodney Winfield.
Yeah.
Sailor Cap.
Yeah,
Rodney
he
Winfield
passed away.
Yeah, he passed away out in
That
St.
was
Louis.
my guy, man. Funny dude.
Rest in peace, Patrice O'Neal. That was my man too. Man, a lot of good comics passed, man.
Yeah,
Big Daddy Fist, he's gone. He died a while ago. Rodney, man, Rashid. When Rashid died, everybody know Rashid.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
Patrice O'Neal just passed. Of course, Bernie.
Mm-hmm.
But I sat in a room with Rodney Winfield and Ronaldo Ray.
That's my guy. Shouts out, Sweet Red. You know what I'm talking about. Go ahead.
And yeah, because he only drinks champagne. Good night. That's my dude, man.
I'ma come by your club
There
later.
you go.
And when I get over there, I'ma need me a bottle of Moet. Cause ain't nothing better than Moet.
So, and I sat in a room with these guys, and we had a discussion, man. And they used to tell me how they used to write for each other when they getting ready to go on the show.
Right.
Like if he hear that somebody's about to go on Leno, Richard, or him, but they would write for each other.
Okay.
And if somebody was doing a subject or premise, they would stay away from it.
Okay.
They would write
Something else about it, right.
Now there's not a lot of integrity now.
A lot of bite comics,
Yeah,
for lack of a better term.
Snippeting and
Yeah.
and it's actually not a lot of practicing of the craft of
I
comedy.
feel you.
The actual
feel you on that.
craft.
Right.
Because I don't think a lot of people understand that when you are a comic, you're the lighting, sound, writing, director of your own personal
It's
movie.
your stage show. Yeah.
So that's one of the things. But I love the energy of a lot of these young guys. Me, myself included, being a young comic coming up. The best thing is that we expanding a lot. Because at first a lot of these clubs wouldn't let us in, and the older guys such as Earthquake and DL and all these other guys, they're bringing us in with them. So now they getting the chance to see us. But we have to do a lot more as far as African American comics. We have to do a lot more and get outside this box and not try to make everything like the Chitlin circuit. And
I was gonna say I remember a time. I do comedy myself. I've been in the game for a minute as well, and there was a time where you had a group of clubs. I'm from DC originally, so Earthquake was the first dude to ever put me on a stage anywhere in DC and Maryland. Actually, he owned a comedy club, and there was a group of clubs where you could go in, and sometimes you had to beg, sometimes they just welcome you, but to get that 5 minutes to do your thing. And like you said, now I guess probably since maybe the late 90s, early 2000s, there's been an explosion of comedy again. The clubs opening up and so forth. And I don't think we have to stick, like you said, get outside the box, not sticking to just that one circuit that everybody knows. You can touch on like laugh out loud. You know what I mean?
And a lot of people, they don't have material to come into place like this, and that's what I'm saying. They're not expanding their act to be
All inclusive.
everybody.
Right.
You know, I've been on a couple of world tours, and when you in Holland and you in Apple Durham and you in London and Japan and Guam and all these different places, your material has to transcend your
Language.
environment.
Yeah.
You know, it just can't be, you know, I'm from DC, so I'm gonna just
Talk
say
about
DC,
DC
stuff.
stuff, right.
You know, 'cause I'm not from DC. You know,
Right.
You can tell me some things about DC, which is cool, but then you have to really be on a broader scale.
Relate
And
to everybody.
if you go out the country and you're not doing, see, a lot of people say, well, I've been out the country doing Joe's. The military bases is different.